Hey there, it's Tom Corson-Knowles, the Authentic Health Coach. I'm here today with Dr. Candace Corson, and we're going to be answering some questions from the fan page today. So, hello, Dr. Corson.
Well, hello there.
So the question right now is, what can I do for nutrition for kidney problems?
There are several different kinds of kidney problems, and for all of them, at the very baseline for health, it would be nutrition. And what I mean by that is, the more towards the plant kingdom your food is, so the more plant-based your diet, and we'll talk about what that means, the better for your kidneys. That has to do with any kind of kidney disease. The protein load, especially animal-based protein, whether it's meats, fish, eggs, dairy, milk, cheese, all of those animal-based proteins are harder for the human body in general when it's a larger load, but particularly when there's kidney disease. If the kidneys are failing, for example, then the amount of protein we take in, when it exceeds the minimum that we need to be healthy, that excess is very harmful to the kidneys. It puts an excess load on the kidneys, too much work, and it actually increases the rate of failure of the kidneys. So basically, human beings can get all the protein they need from a good plant-based diet. Or as one of my favorite authors in health says, Rip Esselstyn, he has written the book called The Engine 2 Diet, Engine number 2 Diet, which is referring to the Austin Fire Department, Firehouse number 2. It's a very good book that's widely available. The Engine 2 Diet, when Rip Esselstyn talks about this, he talks about go plant strong, be plant strong. In other words, we don't have to get worried about being too strict, but the more our proteins and carbohydrates and our fats originate from the plant kingdom, and the less refined and processed those foods are, the healthier will be human health. The science on that is extensive now, and you can refer to such books as the great landmark work, if you might say, in human health, published in recent years by Dr. T. Colin Campbell, Professor Emeritus from Cornell University. That book is called The China Study, and there are many other books that talk about the plant-based diet. One of my favorites is a very recent book by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. That's F like Frank, U-H-R-M-A-N. He's an MD, medical doctor, and his book also has a DVD with it. That's my favorite. It's called 3 Steps to Incredible Health, and it talks about not only protecting health and building good health, but reversing chronic illness in large measure by nutrition. And it's step by step. It explains the why behind how to do this, and then of course the how, the why and the how. And I think it's very accessible to anyone who wants to improve their health. This is great information. So that first category would be kidney failure. And again, protein needs to be at the bare minimum that the person needs, not anything excessive, and it's better tolerated and more protective of the body if the protein and actually all the nutrients are coming from plants instead of animal sources. Animal proteins and animal fats tend to be much more inflammatory or pro-inflammatory, and plant foods tend to be more anti-inflammatory. So most chronic illnesses in the human being have to do with excess inflammation. I think most Americans know that, and inflammation out of control. And that has, the biggest thing it has to do with is our nutrition base. So going plant strong is a way to become less inflamed. It's very reliable, especially over time. It's also safe. Now, another kind of kidney disease would be kidney stones. And again, this is not a genetic problem for most human beings. This is actually nutrition related as well. I think most people know we need to drink more water. Most people are running on the edge of dehydration much of the time. So I think everyone knows good, pure, filtered water, at least 8 glasses a day for most people. And for many people it's going to be more than that. But that's a baseline, and most people are far under that. But